University of Georgia logo. Text, Institute on Human Development and Disability. Three men walk along a paved road. Text, three men who need a ride, looking for work in South Georgia.
When we drive all over Georgia, we can see people like Bo Davis, Shane Stone, and Ricky Holland walking along the side of the road. These three gentlemen from Statesboro want to work. There has to be a better way for them to get to work.
Doug Crandall speaks.
The biggest barriers for most folks with disabilities, and I think I know this pretty well, I'm a sibling, I'm an advocate for my sister, it's always transportation. Of course, that gets more complicated when you get outside of cities and towns and you get into rural areas. The problem with the lack of transportation for people who want to go to work is it stops you from going to work. We know that people that go to work who receive SSI particularly, when they go to work, they return to taxpayers, each person, every year over $3,000 per person.
Shane speaks.
Well, if I had all that money, I would probably buy me, something that I really need, like clothes.
Jan Tankersley speaks.
Because I know transportation could be a connector so that you could, you don't have to limit your thinking to just Bullock County. There may be something in Claxton. There may be something, just in one of our surrounding little cities, a job that you could do.
Text, Bo, Ricky, and Shane have each waited at least 30 years for that good feeling of finishing work, cashing their check, and having money in their wallet to spend. Looking for a place to work is about sharing your gifts and talents with others. It's about finding your place to contribute. Chris David speaks.
The thing is, you think about career, just so you know, our concessions is actually ran through a third party.
Oh, okay.
So, that may be something that, as they ever want to get involved, if they ever looked at that, like that may be one other avenue of employment is our concessionaire.
Shane sits outside and works on an application. Jordan Hall speaks.
You use transit for every area of your life almost, whether that be for work, for recreational activities such as church, sporting events, anything involving community access. Transit is a necessity. So without transit, people are not only missing out on necessities such as doctor's appointments and employment, but they're also missing out on feeling a sense of purpose within their community and feeling like they're a fully integrated member of that community.
Doug speaks.
The other thing we can do, I think, for policymakers and local economies is to understand that people represent purchasing power. Now, this number is a little bigger. We're working to get it for the state of Georgia, get it kind of nailed down. But every year, households in the United States who have a member with an intellectual or developmental disability represent $66 billion, that's with a B, $66 billion worth of purchasing power.
Bo speaks.
I buy a few things, deodorant, cologne, some shoes, socks, t-shirts, and stuff like that.
Jordan speaks.
One solution that I would definitely recommend that we've seen be successful in Georgia through Gwinnett County Transit is a micro-transit program. The difference within micro-transit is that it is a on-demand based transportation system. So within 15 minutes of an individual making a call that they need to take a trip, the vehicle will pick them up. It was available to everyone in the community, not just individuals with disabilities. So people within the designated community area, whether they were disabled or not, had the ability to utilize the service.
Text, from September 2018 through April 2019, and during that time, Gwinnett County Microtransit Project carried a total of 44,598 passengers, making 33,376 trips over 196,598 miles. The highest single-day passenger count was 352, and the highest single-day trip count was 274. For information about the Gwinnett Microtransit pilot, contact Karen Winger, karen.winger@gwinnettcounty.com. Links to visual resumes for Bo, Shane, and Ricky can be found on the IDHH's AdvancedEmployment.com website. Independence and economic growth within communities necessitate need accessibility, reliability, and cost-effective transportation, we encourage you to contact your local representatives, share this film, and become involved with the transportation initiatives in your community. University of Georgia Institute on Human Development and Disability, Jillian Grable, producer, a Carl King film.